Hello, I'm Emma Harter, and Claire, Ellie, Caiden, and I are all going to be discussing the benefits of virtual groups. So, first off, what are virtual groups? So, in order for us to discuss and understand the benefits of virtual groups, it's important to know what exactly virtual groups are. So, the textbook definition of virtual groups are groups that take advantage of new technologies and meet exclusively or primarily online to achieve their purpose or goal. So, primarily, virtual groups are utilized so that there is no physical presence needed. It can all be done online or on an online platform. So, virtual groups are most common in academic, professional, and personal context. So, academic, there is a lot of schooling that happens online that uses virtual groups. Tutoring, for example, I took an ACT course, which was a virtual group online. Professional, there is business meetings that are held online, and also personal context. So, FaceTiming with a group of friends online is an example of a virtual group. So, the use of virtual groups has increased rapidly in the past few years due to just technology advancement and the rise of remote work. So, for example, during the COVID-19 pandemic a few years ago, when everyone was quarantined and had to stay at home, many businesses, schools, and organizations had to shift to online communication. And that shift has popularized virtual groups and has now become an essential part of our modern communication today. So, I'm personally going to be talking about the financial benefits of virtual groups. So, in our American society, it is really important for humans to be mindful of finances and just how we manage our money efficiently. And in order to do this, organizations and businesses should choose methods, they should choose systems that improve efficiency, but they also want to choose methods that are going to reduce unnecessary costs. So that's where virtual groups tie in. When virtual groups are utilized, there are several benefits that can positively affect organizations financially. So, some primary benefits that I'm going to be discussing are reduced facility expenses and lower traveling costs. So, first, reduced facility expenses. So, when humans decide to utilize virtual groups, it allows them to work remotely and replaces the need for meeting facilities. So, expenses that come with meeting facilities, you are saving money when you are working virtually online. So, for example, reduced real estate cost. Organizations save on rent, they save on property taxes that are no longer needed to be paid because you are now doing your meetings and holding them online. Same with reduced utility bills. Organizations save on things like electricity, water, heat, and cleaning cost. Reduced materials such as furniture. So to the picture to the left, you can see that in order to hold a meeting physically, you need a table, you need chairs, you need a screen, and just all the other extra decorations that come with a business meeting. You do not need to pay for those expenses when you are holding your meeting with a virtual group online. And also reduced expansion cost. Organizations do not have to worry about covering the cost of building new facilities or expanding office space when they want to grow their organization because everything is held online. Next, some financial benefits of virtual groups is lowering traveling cost. So, in order to hold business meetings, sometimes there are people that come all over the country or just internationally, and there is some expenses that come with traveling. But virtual groups eliminate travel related expenses that are necessary for these in person meetings. So, vehicle expenses. You no longer need to pay for this because you are doing your meetings online. People do not need to pay for plane flights, taxis, rental cars, train tickets, parking, gas, or just any other vehicle related expense. Same with lodging and meals. When people travel, they need somewhere to stay. They need food to eat. So people traveling from all over the country do not have to worry about hotel and housing expenses or restaurant expenses because virtual groups do not need those traveling expenses. So on here, I just have some average facility and traveling costs. So to the left, you can see some facility costs. For example, I have an example, the total typical operating expenses for an office building per square foot. So that's just some of the expenses that go with when you hold a business meeting in a facility, but those expenses are no longer needed when you are holding a virtual group online. And to the right, I just have some traveling costs. So an average flight cost, $273 to $472, and that can become even more expensive if there is international flights or just long-haul flights. And then average hotel cost can go to $150 to $250, and I have more examples below too. So just utilizing virtual group meetings is going to save people from having to pay these extra expenses. So those past few slides I talked about are just the financial benefits that come with utilizing virtual groups.
Hello, my name's Caiden, and I'll be presenting the portion of virtual groups and their benefits. This is participation slash focus increase. So one may ask, how is participation and focus increase a benefit of virtual groups? Well, there are many answers to that, but I'm here to answer that question. You see, increasing participation and focus in virtual groups leads to clear communication, stronger engagement, and better outcomes. Well, how does that happen? Great question. Let me explain it to you. See, virtual groups, you have greater accessibility, higher attendance rates, more inclusive communication, improved efficiency, better documentation, reduced cost, and enhanced engagement strategies. From a Christian point of view, it has stronger fellowships, greater unity in the body of Christ, more opportunities, expanded reach for ministry, improved accountability, and shared burdens and encouragement. So there are multiple ways for you to increase participation and focus. Where two or three gather in my name, there am I with them. Matthew 18:20. So, a little deeper dive, I'll be discussing uh, the things I listed individually. So, without a doubt, let's jump in. Greater accessibility. That means that in a virtual setting, you can remove geographical slash scheduling barriers out of the way, allowing more people to be able to join and contribute. Higher attendance rates and virtual groups focus have shown significantly higher participation. More inclusive communication, that means there are multiple ways for people to connect via chat, video, audio, etc., which allows for quieter or less assertive members to comfortably get involved with the group. Improved efficiency and productivity. That means that we're able to use different tools, take digital notes, and share documents with the group. Better documentation. What this means is that we're able to have a clear record of chat logs, shared files, and recordings, and improves the ability to have clear communication and not being confused. Enhance engagement strategies. This helps with staying focused on the project. There are multiple ways to go about this, like schedules, reminders, and overall having structured formats. And then the last thing is reduce cost. Since you wouldn't have to travel or go somewhere physically to meet up, all you would have to do is reach out to them via electronically, which is extremely helpful. On this slide, I'm going to be talking about the Christian perspective of everything I talked about on the previous slide. So, strong fellowship meaning when more people participate, it reflects on how believers encouraged one another in the New Testament. Greater unity in the body of Christ means focused engagement that helps each person use their gifts, echoing Corinthians 12. More opportunities for discipleships means high participation, means that people share wisdom, accountability, and spiritual growth. And then our fourth subject is expanded reach for ministry. Virtual groups allow participation from everyone, whether you are homebound, traveling, or distance. Improved accountability means it helps focus participation to stay connected and spiritually grounded. And then the last one is shared burdens and encouragement. When people show up and stay focused, it can better carry each other's burdens. Galatians 6:10.
My name is Claire DeSouza, and my section of this project is Global Impact. Virtual groups can allow for global expansion. The four main benefits of this are 24-hour availability by combining time zones, access to special talents, input from various cultures, and quick adaptation to the global market. We will dive into each of these individually in the following slides. 24-hour availability. By having team members in many time zones around the world, companies are enabled to work 24/7. This assists in rapid customer support, quicker project completion, and efficient response to changes in the international market. Companies are no longer limited to only 12-hour workdays. They have people around the world who can hop on their shift as soon as other people are ready to go home. Also, there are access to special talents. Distance is no longer a barrier. Before, when people would have to travel in order to see the people they work with, they can now just call. If there is someone across the world who has the specific certification or degree or experience your company needs, they are able to hire them and work efficiently through technology. An article that was promoting virtual groups said, with the adoption of the virtual work method, businesses may access a larger talent pool from other nations and regions, enabling them to locate the most qualified people. Input from various cultures. When hiring from other countries, there is not only the opportunity for special talents, but also for different cultural perspective to be brought in. People around the world, they all have different perspectives, whether it's from their job experience, their education, even family life and friend life. By hiring many people from many different walks of life, you are getting all the different ideas and experiences to create a well-rounded company with plenty of ideas for problem solving and creative thinking and new sales pitches, depending on what your company does. Also, if the company wants to be able to expand to other locations around the world, they can already have someone there who knows how to best run the company there, and they aren't guessing on where the best location is, how it is best run, all those different things. Lastly, by using virtual groups, they have a quick adaptation to global market. By having team members globally, there is quick response to any change in the market, whether it is new opportunities or new challenges. Because of your 24/7 team and the numerous perspectives on anything happening in the company, there is quick, efficient response. So if there is a challenge that happens during the night for you, there's a team member around the world who can help fix that before it becomes something bigger. And if there's an opportunity around the world and it's nighttime for them and it's daytime for you, you can pick up that new opportunity quickly without it being missed, and you are able to constantly adapt to whatever market changes there are. You can easily shift plans or change how you are reacting to different events globally.
Hi, my name is Ellie Graham, and I'm going to be discussing how the ease of location and flexibility of schedule is a benefit of virtual groups. Firstly, virtual groups make it easier for people to connect from anywhere in the world. Members do not have to live in the same city or even the same country to communicate and work together. As long as someone has an internet access and a device, they can join meetings, discussions, and group activities from home, school, work, or while traveling. This removes geographic barriers and allows more people to participate conveniently. Some location convenience: no traveling is required for meetings. People can join from home, school, work, or while traveling. Virtual groups save time and transportation costs. Members can still participate even if they are far away. Flexibility with scheduling. Virtual groups can meet at times that work best for everyone. Members can balance school, work, sports, and personal responsibilities more easily, and communication can happen through live meeting, chats, and recording sessions. Flexible participation. Virtual groups give members more freedom in how they participate. People can contribute through live meetings, group chats, emails, and shared documents at different times throughout the day. If someone misses a meeting, they can often watch recordings or review notes later. This flexibility helps members stay involved even when they have busy schedules, jobs, schoolwork, or family responsibilities. Some overall benefits of this: ease of location allows people to connect from almost anywhere. Flexibility helps members manage responsibilities while staying involved. Virtual groups improve convenience and communication. These benefits make virtual groups efficient and accessible. Here are our references. Thank you.